just, themselves acting like facilitators. And there's been very little interaction and connection with, say, a qualified teacher, and they're doing wonderful. The lady I mentioned, the elderly lady who didn't finish grade 8, she did it completely by herself. She used it as her quiet time in the mornings for her Bible study. That's what she did. Easily finished it inside of 6 months. No problem at all.
Someone was asking last week about the criteria to be enrolled in these courses. I don't know if there's something that you can explain them, or
you got to be willing. Over 18 or over, or else you need parental permission. But really, very minimal requirements. We used to have a big long pastoral recommendation form, but then really felt that if anybody wants to study this, why would we? Because the thing is, we don't issue credentials. Aboriginal Bible Academy doesn't issue credentialing and ministry licenses. Neither does Global University. That's up to the ministering bodies of the Pentecostal Assemblies of Canada. All we are doing is helping to facilitate Bible training and teaching materials. If somebody wants to take this, and they're over 18, or we had a student who was under 18, but him and his father wanted to take it, and so he wrote permission for him, and so they pursued that.
okay.
There's no problem. So anybody can take this. You want to? Go ahead. Yeah. Because we're just making the curriculum available. We're not issuing licensing and credentialing or anything like that.
I don't know if there is any special reason why the registration requires the social insurance number.
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
Oh, yes. For the social insurance number is only required in order to authorize the release of the education marks. It's kept, particularly if there are, somebody once earlier had made mention, asked, if we have courses or something in something else, the transcript, that's needed to for proof of that individual being that individual. But it's only for the, here it is here. It's actually, there's a mention of it here on the new student registration form. It says, note, these records are kept confidential. You will receive a student ID number different than your social insurance number for your protection. However, your social insurance number is used as verification when checking on grades. That's the purpose of...
What about student, international students? Can they apply?
Yes.
Don't have special, I don't know if they have.
No, they don't have.
They don't have. How can they apply if they are?
There would be for being in Canada, you would then have, there would at least be, I was going to say a green card, but that's in the States. You're a landed immigrant. There'd be some type of status, identification associating you with who you are. All right, that's really the need of it. They don't use it other than to prove who you are, and then there's actually a student ID number that's associated with you, and for regular businesses that happens for them.
I would clarify that, because now there is some people who from Congo now
Oh, yes?
who are informed about this school here,
Okay.
and they're asking me they want to register to enroll online. So
Okay.
in Congo there is no SIN number. They don't have
okay.
that SIN number. Maybe that's why
Oh,
asking
right.
that question.
Oh,
So
okay.
how do you think those people can register without that SIN number? Because now they are waiting. That's why we are doing this. Because they are waiting for the answer today. I have
Yes.
to answer them that they can register online. But if they don't have the SIN number to check to be checked, I don't know how.
They are outside the country.
Yeah, and they are outside
Oh, okay.
Canada.
Oh, I've never come across that. But
Yeah,
now I have, and so
I-
now I will.
So I thought that
Okay, I
I think
will,
maybe we'll discuss it after together. But let me bring it.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't have an answer right now. But I will ask that question. I can get a quick answer.
Okay.
You know, before this week is out. Let me just know.
People want to study outside Canada.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, just in that area, like in Canada, we give out sometimes social insurance numbers, where when they want to apply for like financial.
Oh yes.
Even in schools, even at university, they don't ask our social insurance number, but they ask it in the Department of Financial because they want to give you money, like they want to help you, so they need to know your income, what
Oh,
you
yes.
do, something like that. So in this case, we'll be paying you cash in the amount that they have asked us. So maybe to know someone, I don't know how they can, but even on the social insurance number, they say that. They say you can only provide your social insurance number to the government or to your employer.
Mm.
Yeah. So I don't know in this case
Okay.
because
Well, what I
yeah,
will
we can
do-
give them out, but we don't know.
Yes. Yeah. No, I can understand that. I mean,
Yeah.
certainly, and it's something that I never questioned. I'm glad actually that you brought that up. I will inquire as to because that is a good point. Because it's true that you are legally you're only required for your employee in the government.
Yeah.
Now, all I know is that from Global University, they use it as confirmation for the releasing of the grades, and that wording is actually that's the only place that I've seen it having to do as for verification when checking on grades. Now, I always assumed that had. That was in terms of perhaps not only the grades that they have for that student, but also if that student is coming with additional transcripts from elsewhere. But I will inquire about that as to another process.
Okay.
I want to ask about the payments. I may not have cash, but I have the balance in my credit card. Should I pay with my credit card?
Yeah.
At this time, we're not. Our school, we're not set up. I don't have a machine on me, or even the nice wireless ones where you plug it in. At this point, I'm sure that there would be something that we could. It could be worked out. Obviously, the easiest way, how we've been handling it has been through check, but I'll.
Those one who register online.
Yeah. Well, we have on our website, we do have a process in which you can donate, that is perhaps an area that we can idolize or use in order to do something like that. It's just, it's not specifically designed for enrollment purposes, it's for donations. But if, I'll have to walk through that process. But if I knew that so-and-so was saying, okay, I'm going to do this online right here, and then I see that transaction happen, the way it's set up, it won't tell me that it's for curriculum, right? So I would have to know that that came in for that purpose so that I could assign it properly, right? But so that is a way that we could work around it, and we could do that.
For people who are still under the Immigration and Refugee Board, because those people, they don't have any social insurance number, can they use that, their driving license number or something else, please?
That kind of, it's with that other question that I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out just how connected they are with the SIN number, the social insurance number. So I'll have a better answer for you in the next couple of days. Because right now, the thought never really occurred to me until it was just brought up about, you know, it not being necessary, legally necessary, and required for anything else but, you know, the couple of instances that were mentioned. And so it's never crossed my mind to pursue it further. But so I'm going to look into that and find out exactly why do they need it. Well, I mean, I kind of already know why. It's just, why can't they use something else is what I want to find out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll find that out. What else they can use.
Yes. Are we gonna receive something like the card, student card?
Oh, no, we don't. Yeah, Global University doesn't have, at least not in, I don't even think they have one in the States, because it is seen as a continuing adult education. It's post-secondary, but it's not college university. So I think there's the distinction made there. So there's not a student ID card associated with this curriculum and with Global University. Because it's, like I said, it's seen as post-secondary, but it's adult continuing education, not necessarily full-time student status. And so there's, I believe that's the distinction that they make, and so there's no student ID identification that's given. Anything else? I really appreciate all these questions. I'm glad that they've been asked, because these are some things that I'd never considered before, and so I'm glad that I can get looking into these. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my question is all about the school fee, because I can see the all courses, but the courses, it's like they are so expensive, and I don't know if why the courses are so expensive, because if it would be better for them to be like reduced.
Yes. Basically, the reason why they are the price that they are is because they are ultimately they're recognized as substantial enough that they hold weight with, in particular, the Pentecostal Assemblies of in particular, the Assemblies of God in the United States, and now by extension through us, the Pentecostal Assemblies of Canada, much like fees at a Bible college, like the Assemblies of Canada, Pentecostal Assemblies of Canada, for the Eastern District of Ontario, which we fall under here, they have a Bible college in Peterborough called Master's College and Seminary. And it's a recognized institution of learning for the Pentecostal Assemblies of Canada for credentialing purposes. And compared to a recognized residential facility, the total price for a diploma program is substantially cheaper than a residential education facility. I never took the time, if we added up, I don't know, 150 times, what is that, about 27, 28 courses, whatever that might be. I understand, you know, we look at these figures and think, I mean, it's not, even like $150, it's not nothing, you know. I mean, $150 is $150.
Times 26.
Yes.
Time 20 is 3,000.
900.
Time 20.
26 courses.
Yes, first of all, time 20 is 3,000. And yes.
Times 4.
Yeah, okay, 20, yeah, there's about 26 there. So when compared to a residential facility, prices are still, it's cheaper than if you were to go to a school and pay room and board. Significantly cheaper. But I understand, yes, it is, and
I think that's why it takes a long time, because people they are not maybe able to pay all the amount at the same time. So they are paying 150 and then they can wait for 6 months. Then after that they can take another course. That's why I see it can take a long time.
Yes.
Then with that it will go up to 13 years.
Yeah.
You're right. It could take a while if you have to wait to raise up $150. As I said, we are in the process of developing a scholarship fund. In a lot of ways, our ministry is stretching and expanding and being quite intentional in reaching new individuals and ministry opportunities. And so we recognize, certainly this issue that it's still expensive for many individuals. It would be pretty difficult for us, specifically, like say myself as director of Aboriginal Bible Academy, to undercut much more than what's already taken place here. Just because there are still the realities of the bottom line of what this costs, the bottom line of what it costs to ship, as well as what we are charged, what the tuition is for it. Bottom line, what Global University offers for the tuition. Not only the cost of the material, but the actual tuition of taking a course. That's why, obviously, with auditing, it's cheaper. Now, that auditing, if somebody just wanted to take this course and not have any connection, and not even have their name in the system of Global University, which would be impossible to do except through a recognized training center like ourselves, it's still it's still $50 for this book. So you can do it. You can do it for $70. You can take a course. There's just no credit to it. But what I mean, there's certainly a spiritual credit. I mean, you've got the knowledge. You've got just as much knowledge as the person that paid $150. But if your intention is you'd like to have a
Paper.
a paper, but then also the recognition that because it is recognized, the ministry training is recognized, you want a diploma, the schools, they get you. You want that paper to mean something. I mean, you charge you pay. Yeah.
So now we need like 26 of those books.
Yes.
Yeah.
But not the same book. This is Synoptic Gospels. This is one course right here. Of course. That's a different course there. There's other books that are kind of standing out there. Yeah, Prison Epistles. That's a course right there.
Another course.
And they're all listed there under the either level 1, level 2, level 3. Actually, I think all the ones that I kind of shared out there, they're all level 1 courses. But anyway, it's oh yes.
So if I tell myself to take it online, and then I don't know if you can provide all the book free, because you have new one. So yeah, you give the other one for free, and then I take it online.
The only thing is, don't have
Another option.
Yeah.
for the Synoptic Gospel. I don't have any of the. I don't have any of the old ones for Synoptic Gospels. All out of them. And the thing is, the older versions, they're not. They're older versions. They're not out of date. They're not expired. They're still viable. They're still viable courses. But I think it might be something that I can perhaps look into as to perhaps we may be able to work out a group discount.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if the new version has the same questions here in the answer, because I see this it's a good book.
Yes.
It has some questions where you can do some exercises to exercise yourself and see how.
Yes, that complete student packet is contained.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is in here now. Instead of all scrunched together now, it's spread out throughout the unit after each chapter or unit.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's unit evaluation.
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
evaluate
okay.
yourself.
Yeah. Before doing the exam. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you fail, don't risk your 150.
But what perhaps if there are no other questions, what I can leave with you, Pastor, is just a bunch of registration forms for any new students. I can leave that with you. There's no like I said, I didn't come here tonight to sign people up and say, okay, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? This is your last chance. You might never see me again. This was just a question and answer in order for you to get a sense and understanding. And I'm glad that I've got some questions I'll be looking into that I can have a better answer for you. But I've got that because this is all that's needed is this page to be filled out, and the information that's on there. Now, of course, it does have the social insurance number on there, and if that is an issue, you can leave that blank. But basically, the process for enrollment is, in order for you to get enrolled, we have to receive this because I have to fax this off to Global University, and of course, obviously, there is the fee. So, an actual, if you've never been a student of Global University before, the actual fee is like $180 because you've got the $30 of the new student application, that one-time fee. Then any other course after that is just the $150. But I will seriously look into group fee because I certainly feel that this would be